A new Cricket 24 patch has come out with a brand new game mode as well as newly licensed teams. First off, CSK has been licensed, so let's look at all the new players and their play faces and see if they're worth it. MS Dhoni is the highest rated player in this team, and that looks absolutely nothing like him. At least they have his shirt number. And of course, the new CSK jersey looking pretty good. If this is the condition of licensed players, I mean, it is not great, is it? Let's look at some other players. Conway, I think he was already licensed. So let's look at Ashwin, who is already licensed as well. And again, not a great job. Jadeja, well, this might be the best so far as play faces go, but it still looks a little like Pant and a little like Jadeja, but by far the best compared to the three players that we've already seen. And the captain himself might actually be the best recreated player. I think also the Chepauk stadium has been added. We'll look at that a little later. Yeah, so it is a mixed bag as far as play faces go. Well, let's look at the main addition, the Pro mode. So, welcome to Cricket 24 Play Pro team. We've given you a starting lineup. So, yeah, this is what it's gonna be. We will have 11 players that we can upgrade with new cards and play that team against other teams of other players. Select anchor players. So, a batter. I guess these are the somewhat highly rated players that we can choose. Let's go with Dhawan, an 85 overall. Select a bowler for your lineup. We'll go with Bumrah. Of course, there's Yadav, Sampa and Wood. A role player. What is this supposed to be? Are these all-rounders? But Puran is there. Oh, so maybe he's considered as a wicketkeeper batsman. The others are somewhat all-rounders, so role player means all-rounder, I guess. Let's go with Puran for this one. And a player to be your captain, we have Pandya, Wasim, Maxwell, Salt, Cummins and Rizwan. So a lot more options with this one. We're going to go with Cummins. So that is it for new players, I guess. This mode, of course, I'm sure you can spend your real money. That's where FIFA games really take money from players. Microtransactions are plenty when it comes to modes like this. So this is our starting lineup, I guess. We can add those 4 players that we just got. Actually, this is not that bad of a team. We have players ranging from 67 overall to about 80. So not a bad team at all. So we can add these 4 players. Let's add Dhawan to our opening partnership. Bancroft and Dhawan will open. And then we have Duckett, 2 bowlers and of course Puran as well. And Puran, whom we can add to the middle order. This is what you're gonna keep doing. You're gonna keep upgrading your players, get a little better each time and put that team against other players, other online players and play with them. That is what this fantasy mode is about. That has been made popular by FIFA games. Now even WWE games have those. We actually have more bowlers than batsmen. So we get a bronze starter player pack. So we can pick 2 players from this pack, I guess. Let's go for Bukowski and who else? These are somewhat average rated players between 70 and 80. So let's go with Bukowski, who's actually the lowest rated player in this lineup. And also let's go with Topley. No further picks can be taken from the pack. Let's finalize these 2 players. Now complete an objective. Of course, everything is gonna be about XP and gaining them and spending those on cards and new players. We have a bronze basic contract. What is that supposed to be? Apply your first consumable to a player, which is our contract. But what does this exactly do? Players from packs you open use a contract for each match they play. Contract cards will extend players. Well, let's go and put the contract on Bumrah then. We can't do that to tier emerald players, so I guess we're gonna have to put a contract on someone of a lower rating, lower card tier. Let's just put the contract on Jordan for now and see what happens. Build a team builder pack. Contains 4 cards, starter pack filled with cosmetic cards to build your pro team club. I think this is gonna be some accessories, maybe pads or something like that. Let's see what this is about. Stadium stump, emblem and ball. So we have West Oval, Great Barrier Reef and some club arenas, I think. So let's just go with the 2 stadiums that we do know. But why do we need 2 home stadiums? Select your team identity. We're gonna have to select a team name. What do we go with? Let's go with Raiders because Renegades is already a cricket team name. Raiders, I don't think there are any teams. Let's just put this for now and move on to some more interesting aspects. RED, primary colors. I'm gonna go with red. And let's go with yellow. The old RCB jersey, red and gold. And look pretty decent. We have 3 stadiums that we can play in, or is it our home stadiums? I have no idea whatsoever. A ball classic red. Well, I guess we can customize pretty much everything in this mode, which is what it is about in other games. Rewards, auction house, and of course cricket challenge. That's where you're gonna play with some other players. Mode is test the best. Franchise, best battle, Indian T20 League versus PSL Pro Team. Well, some of this is definitely going over my head. What is an Indian T20 League Pro Team supposed to be? Because we have players from other leagues as well. We can join the Indian T20 League, so we have joined. So whatever that is about, let's see if we can play a match now. It's gonna be a 9-over match. Minimum difficulty easy. So are we playing against the AI then? I guess this is not a mode where you play against other online players. Let's just go in for 1 or 2 balls and see what happens. Continue to match up. I am pretty happy with my lineup. Let's move it along. The other team has a pretty awesome jersey, but I still think this is a AI controlled team, I think, that we are going up against in this little mode at least. Because it had an option to change the difficulty. We are gonna be bowling first. Let's see if the batsmen play like the AI or if they play like a human. Why are the 2 batsmen in completely different jerseys? We're playing with a red ball, but this is a 9-over game. And look at the HUD. That looks clean. Pretty beautiful actually. Bit of a mix of the 100 and the traditional scoring HUD. And that actually looks very good. Let's go back and see if we can play against someone real, someone human. So we have a reward for playing that 1 match, I think. Match suspended. No damage dealt for cancelling that match. So yeah, I think that must be against the AI. Now this is definitely against someone. Server location West Europe. Unable to join the session. Cricket challenge. This is a league. Hopefully this is the player versus. Yeah, this is the player versus player mode. Let's see if we can get an opponent fast, or is this just gonna take forever like the normal online mode in this game? Wait, have you got an opponent already? Not bad at all. That took only 20 seconds. Well, we are playing at one of our home stadiums and we are going against an actual online player this time. Both have the same jersey. For some reason, we won the toss. We are gonna have a pad. I'm just gonna keep it very short. Play 3 or 4 balls. I am gonna have to cancel this match. So, sorry to my opponent. We are gonna bat 3 or 4 balls and just bounce. He's gonna start with spin. I am kind of excited to see how difficult this is because the online mode in these games can just be a little too easy. You end up scoring like 30 runs every over comfortably. Hopefully that is not the case here. Flights the ball up and I've smacked him down the ground pretty easily for a boundary. So not as hard as the slider difficulty, of course. That's gonna be wide. So yeah, I think this might end up being a very addictive mode if you like your own custom teams and upgrading your teams. But hopefully it doesn't turn out to be a pay to win or something like that where you have to spend actual money instead of in-game XP, because that will really ruin this game mode as it does other sports games' pro mode. We got a wide. How did we end up with 6? So we're gonna get 2 runs for a wide. Nice. Walked across. Well, yeah, this is not actually very easy or anything. The difficulty is actually pretty solid. Let's see, I'm gonna face one more ball, but I'm gonna have to leave. But I'm definitely gonna come back and play a whole match in this game mode, because it is actually pretty balanced as far as difficulty goes. And of course, we have the added benefit of cards and picking your own teams and things like that. Well, this is it for pro mode, I guess, but now let's move on to an even more interesting thing. Match suspended 7-0. What is 7-0? 7. We were 7 for no loss. I mean, for a second I was looking at it like a football match and what 7-0 is supposed to mean. Well, the new Chepauk Stadium actually looks amazing. Shame they don't have the name in the menu. I had to search for the stadium for a while. The Chidambaram Stadium is actually looking amazing. The ACS Stadium was my favorite so far, but this might actually top it. Let's play a ball. Look at the sites outside the stadium, as the new jerseys, of course, for other teams as well, so they might have upgraded. Look at that, there is a tower there outside the stadium. Nice little touch. But they still haven't fixed players walking right from and through the stands. Come on, ball fast. Why is the score HUD all blue though? Shouldn't it be yellow? Now let's have a look at the entire stadium. So far it looks amazing, at least when it comes to the stands and everything. As far as the actual ground goes, it is pretty generic, but the stadium and stands, man, that looks amazing. Yellow everywhere as expected. And the roof, of course, classic trademark Chepauk Stadium. Why can't I control the camera anymore? There we go. I mean, on first glance, it actually looked much better. Now, I mean, yeah, it is good, but not as good as the ACS Stadium or even the Rajiv Gandhi Stadium, which is probably the most beautiful stadium in this game. But yeah, actually, this is pretty good. We've gotten a patch after a long time, almost 6 months or maybe even more, I think. What did you guys think about the pro mode? If you're playing it, let me know if you're enjoying it. I'm definitely going to try it out. I don't know if I'm going to be addicted, but as far as this stadium and the CSK team goes, I guess it is pretty good. The play phase, of course, not up to the mark. Please let me know what you thought about this patch in the comment section below. For now, like, comment and subscribe for more Cricket 24 videos and updates. Thanks for watching and have a great day wherever you are.